What's up, everybody? We are back for episode 3 of Let's Be Real. And I got a few new people on the show I'm very excited to introduce. Obviously, we have Ashlyn, who's been here every episode so far, which is great. I'm Brian, your host. We have Sam, first appearance on the episode. Andrew, first appearance on the episode. And Drew, first appearance on the episode. So you've met Ashlyn and me in, I believe, the first episode we introduced ourselves. So can we get a little bit of information from the newbies?
Absolutely. So my name's Sam Walters. I'm a freshman sports comm major. We stay at Holmes. Andrew is my roommate. These are my suite mates.
I'm Andrew Brown. I'm from Charleston, and I am a biochemistry major, but that will not be the case for that much longer.
Breaking news?
I think I literally talked about wanting to switch my major in my introduction too.
Yeah, I'm out.
What are you looking to?
Okay.
No, I'll tell you later.
To come. More information to come.
I'm Andrew Maxey. I'm from Hickory, North Carolina. I'm a comm major. I'm in class with these guys. And I'm just excited to get going.
Great. I love it because it sounded like, you know, the Monday Night Football when they introduce the players. It's like, I wonder from it. That's exactly how it sounds. It always reminds me whenever we introduce it. So we're going to start out with our first, actually, I think I said the wrong one. Did I say be for real? I don't know. But we're going to start with our first segment called Let's Be Real. It's when we give our hot takes or opinions from the week or any time at general. But I will start us off. And after hearing about the MLB postseason, obviously, it's just starting up. Wild card round just finished. To be honest, it kind of seemed a little not as entertaining as I had hoped with all the teams. But my hot take for this show is that to the average sports fan, I believe that the MLB has become more entertaining and more exciting to watch than NFL. So that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, you guys can debate it.
I want to say something.
Yes, absolutely.
So my dad played college football. My brother played football. I grew up playing football. So football has been a huge part of my life for my entire life. And so I used to watch NFL everything, go to Panthers games and everything with my dad growing up all the time. And in high school, I completely lost interest in the NFL. I just stopped caring about it. I don't know why, but it was just because I thought all the players didn't really care that much. So I got way more into college football. And the NFL to me was just I just lost interest over time. So I can definitely see where you're coming from there.
I started looking at the pitch clock. I remember the first time I watched a pitch clock this year. I think it was May is when I watched my first game. And I mean, it seemed so much quicker. And then 3 months later, we watched football, and it seemed like such a long game.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it was still the first quarter, an hour in, it felt like.
Yeah.
So I just feel to the average sports fan that doesn't really get that into sports, I believe MLB has become more exciting to watch.
See, I was the exact opposite of Drew because I grew up watching Pittsburgh Pirates. I went to their games before as a kid. It was so much fun. I knew all the players. And then all the players ended up leaving. I didn't know how it worked, but they weren't on the team anymore. And then after that, I was it was boring to me. And then watching football and watching the Steelers specifically, because they're my team, proudly, just watching them, watching NFL, it just, everything that comes with it, and fantasy football also, because analytics, I love it now. So, yeah.
Also, there's, 17 games in the NFL? I feel like it's a lot easier to keep track of your squad than it is with the MLB, where it's
true.
That's fair.
Yeah.
that many games.
You always forget what the record is when you try to ask. It's 100 some odd games.
Yeah. And very little teams make the playoffs too. It's a lot harder, I feel like, to make the playoffs in the MLB.
And it's since there's so many games, each game just has very low stakes. So you just, but that's also part of your point is that if you're a casual fan, it's better because all three of us slightly more than casual fans, I feel like. So it's for us, you look at the schedule, the matchup, what weight does this game have? But to just someone that just wants to go be entertained, I agree with you.
I also kind of wonder because of that, you look at football, since every single game is so much more weighted.
Right.
When someone realizes that their team can't make the playoffs, they lose interest. But with baseball, unless you're the Oakland A's or the Baltimore Orioles from 2 years ago, which I'm an Orioles fan, so I know how it feels. But unless you're one of those teams, you lose interest. You don't really lose interest because you don't know the record or how much it affects the team's trajectory.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But we'll get off of my hot take, and I'll start with Ashlyn. You have a hot take. How do you do?
So my hot take is that common courtesy is dead. You can do something so nice for somebody and nobody's even gonna appreciate it. Nobody's gonna say thank you, or if you, even the simplest thing is holding the door for somebody. It's just not gonna happen. So I don't know. That's my hot take.
Yes.
I just feel it's not common courtesy. There's still courtesy, but it's not common courtesy anymore.
I think this is the thing. I think the expectation socially, especially for men, has gone down dramatically. For young men, I think that like that used to be a thing, like especially, you know, like for everybody, like that's what you do, like you have common courtesy, like you hold doors open, like you do all those things. But I feel like now it's just not expected.
Yeah.
So people just don't do it.
Yeah.
I agree with you for the most part. There are still some good
There's,
guys
like,
out there
some
that'll do
people-
it.
Well, it's just like anybody. It's not even like just guys.
Let's turn more to like uncommon courtesy, kinda. It's not as
Yeah,
much
it's like
common.
uncommon courtesy.
I feel like another part of it is just like, besides you might not even know anybody. It just might be somebody random on the street, but just like, there's such more of a lack of just like basic like respect for each other. Like you want, like it should be like just kind of a natural thing. And for me, like I run into that holding doors open for people, which, you know, it's kind of like whenever you're done shopping, you have the shopping cart. You're not wrong if you don't make the wrong choice. Like you can return the shopping cart, you can leave it there. It's not like one of those things is wrong, but it's just what you choose to do, really.
And how it's like perceived, kind of.
Right. And so you can hold the door open for somebody, and if you don't, then it's not like, oh, I'm a terrible person or anything. It's just kind of what's kind of popular with that, or just what that respect is for that in that same way.
I see Andrew's like thinking.
Even,
I feel like he's
saying
got.
hi. Like I'll be like, oh hey, like if I know somebody, just like be nice. And half the time people just like side eye me. I'm like, what are you like? What is going on?
I think for it to be common, I think that may be dead, but there are people out there. I think with like the holding the door thing, like personally, like if there's a girl walking by, I'll hold the door for a girl. Maybe if this like, you know, big athlete dude comes walking by, I'll just kind of like pass the door off to him. Like, here you go, you got it. So, but I think that you got a point there for sure.
Thanks, guys.
Fair point. Yeah. I never really thought. I mean, I've noticed it. I just didn't really think about it. Because like I know when I hold open doors, sometimes no one will say thank you, and I'll just be like, oh well, you're welcome, and I'll just like close the door, like let it go in and all that. But so I know the rest of you also have hot takes. So we're gonna start with, I guess Sam wants me to start with Drew. So Drew, you got a hot take?
I got a scorcher. I'm ready.
This is a scorcher.
All right. Olivia Rodrigo is criminally overrated. That's my first.
That's not a hot take. That's
I completely agree. I'm like,
Dude, every single person I've talked to, they'll debate me like till
They'll
they
defend
die.
it with their life.
Yeah,
It's
death.
wild.
Literally to death.
It's wild.
I'm glad y'all agree though.
she shot up so quick.
Yeah, she did.
And I didn't understand because all I remember is her from Bizarrevark on Disney. If you ever remember that episode or those that TV show, that's where I remember her from. And all of a sudden I look back and she's like one of the top hits going off.
Yeah, and
the
I listen to
songs.
the music and I just wonder like I can respect like yeah it's good and everything, but I just don't see what's so unique about it to where it's like only she can do this for me. Like I don't see anything that she's doing that everyone else hasn't already done.
It's something like Cardi B and get the same.
I mean like it's just I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, okay, so my second one is The Summer I Turned Pretty is the laziest mainstream story writing in the last decade for TV.
Really, I've never seen Summer I Turned.
I think it's an awful show. I don't think it's
I watched
good.
half the first season and I tossed it out.
I've
I never watched it.
I think it's the same thing. People defend it to their life. That's the best thing ever. I just don't see it.
It's
I
not.
don't think it's good at all.
There's only like 2 side plots to it, but it's not even good writing.
I just think it's lazy.
It's just people trying to pick a side of who they want Bella to like date or whatever.
So
who
it's
they
like
wanna be
the
with.
So
Twilight.
girls would like, oh my, don't.
Is it like Twilight where it's like the person has a choice?
Okay.
I've never seen Twilight, but I'm pretty sure that's what the.
Here's the thing. I've seen
Don't go on
all the
Twilight.
Twilights multiple times. But the thing, and I do like Twilight a lot.
Okay.
But I think that the difference between this and Twilight is just that like at least with Twilight like it was a lot deeper. It felt like, and like the things like actually had more stakes.
And
I just
it's
feel like
awesome.
it's just good. But I just feel like.
It's awesome and perfect and the best movie.
But with The Summer I Turned Pretty, it's just like the whole thing is, they're so unashamedly just trying to target an audience, and people bite it so hard. Like, but they are the target audience.
Yeah.
And like they don't even hide that they're trying to get like they're not even trying to make anything good. Like they're just trying to get an audience.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've been curious. I might have to watch that just to see how bad it is or what it's about in general.
Yeah.
It's not good. Trust.
I'll have to trust your opinion. So Andrew, you got a hot take?
I have a scorcher.
Okay, I got another scorcher.
Unless you're from East Lansing, you probably won't agree with this, but I think that Tom Izzo is the best coach out of any sport all time.
Tom Izzo.
Tom Izzo,
Who's that?
Michigan State basketball head coach.
Wow.
That's awesome.
I think I know someone from East Lansing.
That isn't.
Bro, all right, 10 conference championships in the Big Ten. Very competitive.
How many natties?
6 March Madness tournaments.
Wow.
Boom. And there's a whole culture around them. They got the I-Zone in their student section.
Oh, that's pretty
Yeah,
sick.
yeah,
Their basketball games. Bro stays somewhat cool, calm, and collected. And they got a good squad this year. They're a projected 1 seed
Really?
coming up this year.
I'll say, I've never heard about Tom Izzo. But maybe that's just because I haven't really
best
focused.
head coach
Of all
out of
time.
anything
Anything, all time.
So you're saying Belichick, you're saying Popovich, Coach
Yeah.
K, Roy Williams.
Yeah.
Bo Fish.
I think Belichick. Besides
Take away Brady.
Belichick has good defensive schemes. He has
Take
good
away
defense
Brady.
for his
What
Patriots.
does he got?
But with Brady, Brady made him as popular and as
Ooh,
famous.
Tom Izzo.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That's here. He's still going, too. He's still winning.
How long has he been?
They-
there
Coach
for?
K?
Coach K, yeah. Coach K.
Coach K?
Roy Williams?
Dude, he checked out, man. Tom Izzo's still going. Tough loss to
Longevity.
Kansas State in double overtime, maybe just no more overtime.
Hey, Phil Jackson.
Phil Jackson.
The
Who's the Notre
90s
Dame coach that wrote the book that's like Everything is Winning or All is Winning or something? I can't remember his name right
I
now.
don't know.
I can't remember his name.
Can't remember his name for a reason. So that's my hot take.
All right, that's a pretty hot take. I'm gonna have to look back into Tom Izzo now that you brought it up. I'm gonna have to start watching that.
That boy
Michigan
Tom
State.
That is a
Izzo.
hot take.
All right, Sam, you're the last with a hot take. What do you got?
See, this is gonna kill me because it's just immediate flaming from a lot of people I know. But I think that Taylor Swift does not have enough talent that kind of produces how much attention and fame she gets.
Wow.
Really?
Taylor Swift's
I don't
fire.
think so.
Wow.
I don't think so. I think there's musicians.
That is-
I think there's other people that are just celebrities in general that have either the same skills or even better that are like outstanding compared to what she has.
So you're saying
So, like, who would be one? I'm sorry, Andrew. I'm
you're good.
curious.
Who would be one?
Like, who
So-
would be one of them that has a better skill set than?
It's kind of tough because that would make me sound biased, right?
No, just name it.
would.
Just,
yeah, we're
Name
just curious.
anybody.
let it fly.
Name anybody that you think. Like,
Name anybody that I would
do you
think
think
is
is
be
better.
real. That's all we're asking. Just be real.
For actor, I'll say for an
Anybody
actor.
that-
I'll say for actor. Samuel L. Jackson.
Okay.
But I don't
valid.
think. Right.
Okay, but like, what about a music artist? Because Taylor Swift is a music artist. So like, who's
Right.
taking her place?
Well, I think you get someone that's musically talented even over generations.
What a name.
Michael
Not
Jackson?
just- so not just Michael Jackson. Everybody knows
That's the
Michael
first one I can think of.
Everybody knows Michael Jackson. There's
Presley?
bands. There's Elvis Presley is the same thing. He's good. He's iconic. Taylor Swift may be iconic now, but it's not. I'm talking about the talent, not the
Prince.
amount of iconic. Prince is really good.
I'm just curious. I'm like naming off.
I
anyone
think
that's
you
famous
could
and
go
everything.
I think you could go guys like Pink Floyd. I think you could
Okay.
go guys like Genesis.
Lil Baby.
You may not know.
Baby. So what
We
you're
can
saying?
David and talk about like what was
Kid Cutie?
Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi? Whatever his name. I can't remember his name. It was either Kid
David
Cudi
was,
or
like,
someone else.
screaming about how he hated Kid Cudi and then realized he was talking about the wrong person.
Was it Kid Cudi?
No
or was it
way.
someone
No,
else?
it was like, oh god, I don't remember.
Lil
Playboy
Wayne
Cardi?
It was
is the
Playboy
best
Cardi.
rapper.
He was
Playboy
saying
Cardi,
Kid
that's what it was.
Cudi, and he was like, I hate Kid Cudi, and we were like appalled. And then he was like, oh wait, sorry, I meant like Playboy.
He said he had no talent and that
And that he's
anyone could do his
Satanist,
music. Very soon.
which is-
No, I don't think Taylor Swift has talent, obviously, because if she wasn't a good singer, she wouldn't be as popular. But I think that there's other talented musicians or even actors or celebrities that should have as much attention as she does.
So what you're saying is Travis Kelce saved her struggling music career?
To be fair,
called it like
hustle,
a-
like the amount of if you just think about how much like to they get an Eras tour, the amount of money and just the amount of people that are going to that,
You don't
and
think she
how
deserves
much.
it?
I'm not saying that she deserves it. I think that's insane for her. Like that's really good.
Do you think it's like a
don't think-
Livy Dunn situation where it's like
Absolutely.
her talent doesn't quite match?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So you think it's more just because she's
She's pretty.
yeah.
Apparently
Not
she's
necessarily
nasty
with
at
Taylor.
gymnastics, though.
She might be nasty to gymnastics, but it's just it's has to do with social media as well. I think it's another big gravity pool.
Make
But
it-
I won't start too far off.
So then can I ask one other question? You
Absolutely.
going Olivia Rodrigo or Taylor Swift?
If I'm gonna listen to one of them, so
I'm curious.
Dude, wow.
gotta be
I never said so. Taylor Swift.
You have to think.
Yeah, honestly, that's what I'm saying.
So here's the thing. Taylor Swift is a good artist.
There's
That's
no
no
way.
denying that. I would choose Taylor Swift
to
over
rip you to
Olivia
pieces.
Rodrigo. But
That's all the question.
but there are other people
He
that should get enough attention as she does.
I'm not even like a
Then who do you pick?
I'm not either.
If you're listening to one, would you rather listen to
Taylor Swift, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That's what I was curious. I was just
By no
curious.
means is Olivia Rodrigo better than Taylor Swift.
See, I like Olivia Rodrigo. You know the guy that played in High School Musical with her, Joshua
Yes,
Bassett?
Joshua Bassett.
He
Yeah.
has some good songs, like some better songs that aren't as well known. And I think that him and Olivia Rodrigo should be on roughly the same level.
I
singing-
agree with that. I don't see why
His
Olivia
singing.
Rodrigo blew up and Joshua Bassett's like big, but he hasn't. It's not like the popularity gap is huge.
His
Yeah,
singing
and I
is-
think like talent-wise, like influence-wise, like, they're on the same level.
Isn't that relationship issue between the two of them like exploded her even more?
Yeah.
I remember because my sister and I would look at it, and we used to watch obviously High School Musical, and I think the 4th season's out or whatever. I have to catch up, but like we were watching that, and I always was like, how did she explode up, and why did everyone side with her rather
You know
than
what?
him?
That's the thing. I feel like normally out of like the celebrity breakups, it's always like one celebrity gets super famous after, then one just
Exactly.
like stays, either goes down or stays the same. But
Yeah.
one always explodes after.
That's
Olivia Rodrigo got popular because like didn't she like come out like around like whenever like COVID was kind of dying down a little bit, like our sophomore year of high school-ish.
roughly.
Like roughly, because like that's when all like the preppy like Visco girl stuff started coming back, and she's like the first one that like went all in on it. So like her sour and the little beads and like pink and purple and all that stuff like. Because I remember it and I hated it. I was a hater. I was like, this is so weird.
I just remember Driver's License.
I hate that
That's the
song.
one that I always remember.
Someone played that at a lacrosse practice and I just wanted to like cry.
I just didn't get it. I didn't see the catchiness of it. But yeah, we'll move on to the next topic because we can talk about this for hours.
I respect the hot take though.
Oh yeah.
So obviously last episode, if you guys haven't seen it, I made a list. I made a list of the least talented sports. So in other words, the sports, in my opinion, that you could play with the least talent. So for me, it was number 4 was golf, number 3 was bowling, number 2 was chess, and number 1 was slap fighting. If you don't know what slap fighting is, it's the dumbest game in the world. It's basically 2 people stand up to each other and see who can knock out who first with a slap. Very stupid. To me, no talent.
I want to slap.
I had a lot of feedback on my golf take. So we had a nice debate. We had it before the show too. But I'm going to go off and I'm going to see, because of how much debate I got against me for my picks, I wanted to see the rest of my panel's picks. So we have some new. They got caught up on our debate. And so, Ash, I'm going to start with you again because you were here last episode. So I definitely want to hear your take on your 4 least talented sports.
So for number 4, I'm gonna go with pickleball. Just because like it's like old people tennis. It is so fun. Whoever made the rules of pickleball was someone that was losing really badly at tennis. And like it's easy, and I like it because I'm good at it because it's easy. So pickleball is at 4. I think number 3, I'm gonna go with badminton. It's like on the same kind of level because like the thing's moving really slow. That's what you play in like 6th grade PE. It's not that hard. That's what they do at like the school tournaments. It's like dodgeball or badminton. So it's like that for a reason. Number 2, I'm gonna go with dodgeball because you literally just have to throw the ball or like move out of the way. Like it's not, or just like hide in the back. Like even if you don't want to play, you're gonna last a while if you just stand in the back. And then number 1 is running. Not track and field, but just like running. Because anyone can, well, most people can run. Like, and you don't have to be good at it. Like anybody can do it. So that's my 4.
I kind of agree with those. I wasn't thinking badminton when I made
Yeah,
it.
I think those are solid picks.
Thanks.
Badminton's fair because you always think you got to run back and then you just don't, and you're like, oh, it's much shorter.
Well, because the thing, like literally, the way that the birdie is shaped, like you can't hit it that far.
No.
Like it's gonna die.
it's gonna slow down at
gonna
some
die.
point.
I think pickleball is like intentionally made to not be a hard sport. I think it's meant to be fun. You know, you see anybody just out like a civic center, just going out, run some pickleball games. Like,
That's
you know,
fair. Because you don't usually see young people. You only see old people playing pickleball, typically.
Unless
they have a club. Like,
Right.
we have a club here that young people play, but, like, typically it's, like,
That's
usually...
true.
I walk back, like, the
Go to
Y.
like my local rec, and it's mostly like
yeah.
most of those dudes
You get the
pushing 50 or
occasional,
60.
you get the occasional like, hey, you know, let's go run some pickleball. But that's not my first choice.
My town, it's like you're going to play pickleball.
Really?
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
That is like, it's popping. Like it is. There's
You
so
play?
many- Yeah, I like pickleball. Like it's easy. It's fun.
Are you good at it though?
I'm okay. I'm not the best, but I'm like not bad. But I also haven't played it in a while. But no, like my town, you either go play golf or you go play pickleball. It's like a country club, little like street. I don't know. It's yeah.
I've never heard pickleball being, like, a town's
There's old
number
people
1.
there, and then like everyone takes it over at like 6 p.m. It's like high schoolers. It's great.
All right, Sam, we're gonna go to your top 4.
All right.
So what are your 4?
So I'm gonna start off with. Can I describe a little bit, or do you just want me to just run
You
straight
can-
through?
If you want to describe like a sentence or two,
Yeah, absolutely.
and just explain why you
So,
chose it there, you're more
I think I'll put it 4 because I don't want it to be too high, but I probably would put bowling because people go and just play it for fun at birthday parties and anything. Like obviously every sport, if you're going to be pro at it, if you want to be really good at it, it's going to take work. But as far as jumping into it, you know, I could go play bowling. I know people that play bowling. We might not be like good at it, but the foundation can be there.
True.
I think my next one would probably be, I'd probably put rowing up there. Now I know it's physical, you need physical and you need strength to do it. But as far as objectives go, it's not much behind being able to row the paddle.
Balance,
That's my thing. Number 2, I probably will have to go with, wow.
Wow.
Golly.
A lot of deli-
I probably would have to go. I would go with badminton. No, that's yeah.
fair.
I think it's true. I think it's just a fun thing.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like,
No.
you know, you go in there and it's like super. And I think it is. Isn't it an Olympic sport?
It is.
Yeah.
It is an Olympic sport. But I'd put badminton, and then number 1 I would probably put track and field.
Track and field, okay.
Because there's so many people that go and they're like, yo, I play track, you know, I'm professional track, and I'm like, okay. You
Is
know?
there a specific event? Because like for me, I feel like it's tougher to throw, because I've thrown before and I've jumped. Like throwing and jumping's tougher than just running laps.
Right.
In my opinion.
Right.
Yeah, that's a scorcher for me.
Right.
I did not see track and field.
I don't see it as the easiest. That's me.
I don't think it's easy at all. I've done it. It's
Especially with
tough.
Hurdles are the hardest part of it. Like if you're doing actual, like, you know, like 30
Yeah.
meters.
I think
It's just running.
No. But think about this, because hurdles is the whole thing. You have to have like a specific rhythm that you're in. Like there's one time whenever on like a college meet, they had the hurdles off by like maybe a foot, and like everyone ate it over the hurdles because like they get it precise, like down
It's
to
like a
the
3-step, like 1, 2, 3,
Exactly.
and you're up. I remember learning that.
So if it's off by like a little bit, like everything is very, very precise. But anyway, this is your take. I just wanted to hear like
So do you have a specific event? Like, are you thinking of
Specific
one?
event, probably just running.
Just running. So the running
like
aspect
the
of it.
sprint? Yeah, that's
Sprint, yeah. And if I had to add an honorable mention, it would probably be ultimate frisbee, which I know that might be a hot take,
I
but
suck at ultimate
besides the throwing and running, I think it's pretty simple. But it's fun.
very straightforward.
But it's fun.
I just feel like it's hard to throw a
Yeah.
like a frisbee in general.
I can't throw frisbee for anything, but like, but I feel like I could do something in a game of ultimate frisbee.
like catch it or something.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
that's fair.
Or you know, a little dump off.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hand it off,
Yeah,
toss it.
yeah.
Doesn't have to fly.
Kind of a medium. You know, I'm not throwing it too deep, but I'm not. You know.
yeah.
All right.
I thought that you were saying like all of track and field like pole vault and like jumping and like and throwing. I was like,
'Cause that's tough.
I was like, dog, what are you
That is tough. That's a tough one. That's why I had to elaborate.
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
a
I
little
need to,
way.
Yeah.
Like,
you're a little bit
this
out.
can't be what you're.
No, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I respected those.
Yeah.
That's why I
Andrew.
said just
All right.
running. I was like,
That's
nothing.
fair.
Yeah.
That's
true.
fair.
All right, for number 4, and I'm not writing it down, so it just comes straight from the heart.
Okay, all right, we like
I'm
this.
gonna say equestrian at number 4.
Equestrian.
Like
I've heard
it's
of
like the horseback riding, I
Oh,
think.
yes.
Well, like I took a class, like learn how to ride a horse instantly. And I get a lot of like the jumps and like the moving around can be tricky, especially fast because it's timed. But like, I feel like you just get on a horse and just
The horse needs more talent than you do.
nail
right?
it up.
Like,
Yeah.
That's what we're getting
Yeah.
at.
just. I mean, pretty straightforward.
It's so untalented you can't really describe it more than 2 sentences. That's kind of
Yeah.
that's kind of the.
I mean, obviously for speed, but if you just do it, I mean, you can just take your time with it.
Real question, just real quick. In Kentucky Derby, what are the jockeys doing?
Well, that's not. I don't think that's a question.
Sitting?
I think
That's true.
different.
But like, what's
That's like
the
horse
they slap the horse.
It's like speed.
They slap
they-
it for real.
Right.
Around
They gotta
the track.
sit up and like specific.
Like equestrians were like, I think you like go through like.
Right. It's like a
obstacles, right?
track.
You do have to be talented at growing at a certain height because you got to be like under 5'2" in order to be a jockey. I mean, you got to.
That's fair. Yeah.
You got to have the gene luck, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. You got to have like the luck of the pool.
Yeah. Right. All right.
So-
continue, Andrew.
All right, so that's maybe a little hot for those equestrian members out there.
lovers.
But for number 3, I'm gonna pick beach volleyball. Maybe a little hot, but I
Okay.
feel like a lot of people can just pick up volleyball. Like they'd obviously get smoked by like the actual volleyball players because they're probably I can tell, and a lot of girl volleyball players get really mad when I say that guys can just pick it up, and girls can pick it up too.
Yeah.
But like that, because our school only had a girls volleyball team, so like we would play against them. But like with beach volleyball, 2-on-2, just kind of do your thing, having some fun.
As long as you hit the ball, it's
Yeah,
like
it's
you're good.
kind of, it's not really too intense. You just get over the net.
That's fair. I can see it. Once you explained it, I kind of got it. Because at first I'm like, hold on, volleyball is a little bit tougher when you try
Volleyball
to
is
think of it.
tricky, for sure, especially if you're playing against good people, because they're going to set up plays, and you're going to get smoked with a good hit down. But, I mean, beach volleyball, just vibing.
All right, okay, I can see it. So what's your number 2?
Number 2, this was in between 2 and 1, but for me, kickball. I feel like kickball
Kickball
is baseball dumbed down for people so they can just kick.
That's a great take.
And like if the ball's too bouncy coming at you, just pick it up and throw it back. Be like, throw it less bouncy. If it goes to the left or to the right, then it's just like, give me another one. Nobody really cares. They're gonna give you another pitch, and then you just nuke it if you can. But
That's fair.
I feel like it's just like, you don't have to think. You just get.
That's a solid take.
You just do. You don't think, you just do. Like, that's it.
To be fair, I've played actually like a season of kickball, like multiple games against other teams for during high school, and there are people that are really bad at it. Like they have nothing. They're on the team like because it's just voluntary. It's just for fun. But they can't even grab the ball.
But I'm curious, like, does that depend? Like, when you're batting, does it depend on the pitch, on how good you are hitting? Like,
Absolutely, absolutely.
Because, like, to me, if you have a bouncy kick, anyone, no matter how good you are, is probably not going to hit it.
Right.
Honestly, like pitch variety, like how many different pitches can you throw?
Nothing.
You ever seen a curveball when it just is one bounce and like curve? I've seen that. Someone tried doing that and it's like, hit the ground. I was like, that's not a pitch.
Yeah, I used to try to do that, like, because I worked at a summer camp this past summer, so I used to try to do it to the kids, and like even then, it's like they're just gonna pick you up and throw it back. So like even if you try to do something crazy, like it doesn't.
They
even
won't
count.
accept it.
And I feel like,
They just toss
and
it
if you're
back.
bad at kickball, you're probably not the type of person that's good at another sport.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
Yeah,
That's valid. That's valid. Yeah,
All
I
right.
feel like most people can just play kickball.
We're already debating your other 3. So what's your number 1? I'm curious to hear.
Number
this.
1, I mean, this isn't that much a score. It's pretty straightforward. She said it too. I feel like running.
Yeah.
Running.
That's
You just
valid.
do it. If
That's
you want to get
fair.
better at running, run more. And run more often.
That's true.
That's so true.
It's like the one sport that you truly, as long as you give the time. If you don't put the time in, you get worse. If you put the
Right.
time in, you get better.
There's not like a pressure to it. Like some
Yeah.
sports have that like there's a lot of tension and pressure to perform well. Like maybe a pop flies coming at you and the sun's kind of in your eyes and there's a lot of pressure.
Right.
I mean,
That's
it's
true.
all on you. You just got to
Yeah.
do it.
And you also gotta look like some people say they can pick up, like if you play soccer for a while and then you like have 4 or 5 years off that you'll play it, you can come back and pick it up really well. But if you run and you just take 2 months off, you already drop like below. So I mean, the amount of work is a lot, but the talent's not there. Like you don't need talent.
right.
So I see your take.
At the professional level of running, and you get to a point where you just worked so hard, and you're playing against other people that have trained for like a decade or so, and it's like, what more can I do? Like, how much more am I gonna go at this? Because you're fighting for half a second in these races, and I think once you get up there, it becomes like much more competitive. But at the start, just getting into it. Yeah.
So I like all the ones we've heard so far. We got one more. Drew, you're gonna wrap us up here.
All right, mine aren't too crazy. I'm saying number 4. I'm gonna say bowling as well, just because the same logic. Like anyone can kind of just go out and do it. Yeah, obviously those people. I mean, like to do anything at a professional level, like no one can just do that. But that's not the point. The point is, can you just do the sport? I think bowling, basically everybody can do that. Secondly, for number 3, I'm gonna say spike ball. I think spike ball is honestly pretty easy. I picked up on it really fast. Obviously getting good is like really hard, but the same thing is like if you just play a lot, you're gonna get a lot better at it. And so it's not like you need like a really specific skill set to be good at spike ball. Like
Kind of the same umbrella as volleyball.
Yeah,
It's just in a smaller form.
Kind of the same vibe, yeah.
Yeah.
And then after that, number 2, I got this actually might be a scorcher. I got tennis at number 2.
Tennis.
Like
Tennis
real
is
tennis.
wild.
Real tennis.
Tennis is wild.
Yeah, no. So I played tennis in high school. So I've played tennis my whole life. My mom plays tennis all the time, and I think that if you get anybody who's like relatively athletic, they can go play tennis and compete with anyone who's not college or better.
I disagree.
Really? I would disagree with that one.
How long
Really?
did you play tennis for?
I've been playing my whole life pretty much. Because my mom.
Okay.
Because I'll go out there at like summer camp sometimes, I'll see, and someone tries to hit the ball and the racket goes farther than the ball does. Like it's just like they miss it. They just miss it completely. So I mean, I guess maybe it's like depends on where you're from. Like some people can pick it up easier. I'm up from like Maryland where people just don't know what tennis is, so they just swing and miss. But
Hey.
Yeah.
I respect the opinion. I respect it. I mean, that's kind of like my golf take, so I respect it.
Oh, that golf take.
crazy.
That golf take is crazy, dude.
I played I played for an actual like club for tennis. So I played for I did summer camps and like training sessions and stuff, and I played like a few competitive matches. That junk's hard, especially if you have somebody that's like equally at the size of me. Now I wasn't in the best of shape at the time, but you have to be like hit the ball right on it. You have to be able to run across, predict where it's going to hit, and then serving's really hard.
That's true.
Serving, if you want to get a good serve, like get an ace right in the side.
I can never serve. I can never get it over the net. It's either it goes going past the box, like that you have to get it in, or in the net. And it's
if you want to serve like Andrew here in Wii Tennis, then you got to put in the work, and it's hard.
Need some precision.
It's hard. And returns.
Tennis is crazy.
Do we
I
count
tried out for the
esports
tennis
as
team
easy?
Last year, ball into other courts, and like I'm not like I've played sports my whole life. Like I play lacrosse. Like I was the lacrosse captain. Like it's not like I can't play a sport, and I cannot play tennis. Like it's awful. Like
But you can play
literally-
pickleball?
Yes.
Is it like just?
So
Like,
you're one of those people
I was-
that they needed to make it easier
I
for.
needed. No, like I was literally, but I also got good at pickleball after I did not make the tennis team. But I also kind of tried it as a joke because I didn't really care. But I literally was hitting into the other courts.
It could be because the
It was
pickleball
so
kind of like
embarrassing.
dies too, so like it's easier
Yeah.
to pick up.
You can't really like blast the pickleball.
Yeah.
Like,
When you hit a tennis ball fast, I mean, they're hitting 100. Like this is pros, so it's not there, but like 150 miles an hour, 148, whatever it is. Like that's insane to hit.
Yeah, you can rake a tennis ball.
But I can see your point. Like if you just walk out there and hit it, like if they
I'm saying like I don't really think that to be able to play tennis, like just play it, you don't really have to have like that much of a specific skill set. Like you just have to have decent hand-eye coordination and be like kind of fast.
That's fair. All right, so that was your two. I mean, we debated a lot of these because
Okay,
these
this
are
is-
interesting. So I want to hear
This
number
was
one.
no debate. I said running.
Oh, so you're all running.
I did.
Okay.
I did 4 years of cross country in high school, and like it's hard because you run. Like no one like really enjoys running.
Yeah.
But it's like you said. If you just do it, then you'll get better at it. Like there's no like, and I really like the point that you made too. There's no like high pressure specific moment in running. Like the whole thing is, in high school you had a 5K, so you have a little bit over 3 miles to beat somebody. That's like if you're really good, probably like 18 minutes. So that's a long time to like have that pressure on. But it's like you said, like you have a pop fly in the sun. Like if you catch it, you win. If you don't, then you lose. Like it's like it's a lot of pressure. Or like the game's tied in overtime for basketball. You got 2 free throws. You either make it and you win, or you miss and you lose.
Yeah.
Like in running, like especially cross country, it's just kind of like you just kind of just do it. So like yeah.
I feel like I got to change my top 4 now. I'm only changing one.
was
I'll
your
take golf out.
What was number 1?
Thank you.
So my number 1 was slap fighting. I still think it's the least talented.
Okay, yeah, okay.
But I'll go bowling, chess, running.
Chess though is crazy.
Chess
Dude,
is
come
wild.
on.
For talent? You're telling me you can't watch a
Yeah.
10-minute video of chess and just go out there and do it?
Oh, okay. Well,
That's where I was looking. That's my,
okay,
that's my
okay.
With
Well, I mean-
chess is it's so linear of like the people you play. Like if you
guess that's
play
the only-
someone like
Yeah.
a step above you, they're gonna smoke you. And if
But that's also winning.
that person stays or plays the person
right.
right above them.
Yeah.
they'll
because he's
smoke
just
them
thinking
too.
about like just playing.
Just in general playing.
guess you could pick
if
up
you're
the rules
succeeding,
fast, yeah.
if I'm going succeeding, which I think we might have to do this in another episode, like the hardest sports to get, I would put chess up there. If you want to succeed in chess, it's up
it's
there with golf. It's up there with like all these others. But if you're just simply going out there and
You
playing,
literally said golf was the like.
I said if you were going out there to play, like just play it. If you're trying to succeed in
still-
golf, it's tough.
Still cap though.
still.
That's what I said.
Literally in
well,
the argument you
that's
said
fair
it is
though.
not hard to hit the golf ball. It is not hard to be good at
Yeah.
golf. So you are that.
No, I said to go out there and just hit a golf ball is to me much
It's
easier than
not
anything
that-
else. But to go out there and actually succeed at like the highest
should've
level,
brought
I
this
would say golf is one of the highest. Either way. But I definitely agree with you guys' running take. So that was actually kind of fun. Like I'm excited to hear your guys' opinion because you guys, I completely forgot about running and I did track and field in high school, so I'm shocked I forgot about it. But we're gonna move on to our final segment. This is gonna be a little bit of a longer show, which I'm kind of happy about. But this is a new segment. I was excited, very excited to do this one. I've been trying to find a new one and I finally found one. We're gonna call it Believe It or Not. So I got 4 statements. I'm gonna give you one at a time. I want you guys to, you can write it down, you can say it however you feel. You're either gonna believe this statement or you're not gonna believe the statement. And you gotta kind of explain. I wanna hear your guys' thought process behind it. So this first one, I'm just trying to think. It took me forever to try and think of these. Like I was trying to think of ones that are fun, that are debatable maybe. And I've always heard this one whenever someone says fly. I heard this a few years ago. If every person had the ability to fly, like the superpower, do you think that, like, the statement is if everyone had the ability to fly, no one would fly because they would think it was exercise?
No.
That is a very confusing statement. I know that's. You say no?
No.
You don't believe it?
No. If I could fly, I'm
No.
gonna fly.
I kind of see it as like flying if you had energy, because I mean you got to think like if a person was going to fly, they would have to use energy.
Right.
So it'd be like running. But you don't see people
It'd be
running.
way more efficient.
It would be.
Yeah.
Like running takes,
Very efficient.
but like
But running's more
won't
efficient.
get
Yeah,
you,
running is
but
more
it won't get you as far for the energy that it takes as like driving.
Okay.
It would-
that makes
Driving will get you farther with less energy, but flying will get you farther, maybe with more energy, but no traffic, and so you get there quicker.
So maybe you do it for the first day or two, but then like if you're doing it weeks at a time, months at a
The
time,
reward
every day.
versus like what you put in is it's just there. Like
I mean, the question was nobody would do it because it's exercise.
I just don't feel like people would do it as much. It would kind of turn into running. Where,
like if you could
like
run,
no one does it.
if you could run 100 miles an hour and get anywhere within running distance, would you run? You probably would.
I'm sold.
I would if it, but if it wouldn't have so
Park,
much
you just
energy,
go.
you wouldn't want to like show up somewhere with no energy. Like that'd be like running and
I
then
guess if you're like
sweating
sweating, like,
Yeah.
hey,
Might have to let it fly.
Not.
It was a very let it fly.
Might have to let it fly.
It's a very interesting comment. Again, like I was trying to think of this stuff. This was like
Hey,
after class.
it was a good thought.
But I'm hoping these are a little bit more.
Yeah.
That statement was a little weirdly worded. So these are a little bit better.
I feel like what they don't talk about is like the superheroes or the people that can fly. They don't talk about like you just see them flying around.
Yeah,
Like, they
there's
don't
no
talk about the
energy that you see them wasted. But maybe that's 'cause
unless
they're
they're in a
Yeah, superheroes like that. Like
unless
that.
they're in a
Yeah,
fight
they're
or something.
not like out of breath after they're flying.
Birds
they
fly.
just fly and they land
this-
and they're like, "What's up, guys?"
This would be like if a bird were to do it. Like if you were basically had the energy of a bird. A bird's not
birds
super.
fly, they don't
but they
run.
waste energy. I know they don't run. That's not-
Hey, if birds could take cars though, would they? No, they just fly.
No, because they just fly.
They do because they don't fly as fast as like a superhero would.
But if a bird
Like a
was
bird-
given the ability to drive a car, would they do it? No.
Flying is
Why wouldn't they?
efficient.
Because they have to buy a car, they have to buy gas,
It's like-
and they got. And then they
it's like
gotta,
it's true.
They
No,
gotta
it's
drive
true.
and park, and they gotta.
Because flying was 100% free. Yeah, it might take a lot of energy or whatever, but
Yeah,
like
it's free.
the output of getting there super fast, that is worth the energy that you're gonna put in to like walk all the way to your car and then put gas in it and then drive all the way there, find parking, get out and walk. Like
That's fair. So I didn't even think about that part. All right, so we're gonna go on to the next statement. I'm hoping this one's a little bit more clear because I feel like I worded that last one not as great as I could have. So this one is about ice cream and milk. All right. So the statement is vanilla ice cream is better than regular milk, but chocolate milk is better than chocolate ice cream. You want me to repeat it real quick? So vanilla ice cream is better than milk. However, chocolate milk is better than chocolate ice cream. Do you believe it or no?
I really like chocolate ice cream, especially if it has like fudge in it.
I'm gonna have to say yes.
You're saying yes?
I say yes.
Saying yes as well.
No.
No.
Milk is disgusting, and chocolate milk is disgusting-er.
No way.
No, chocolate milk.
like
is
chocolate
great.
Chocolate milk is nasty.
I've never
I would-
liked milk.
like, that would be a
however,
punishment.
however,
Like that.
ice cream, vanilla ice cream is better than milk, and I feel like chocolate milk does taste pretty good.
Yeah.
I like chocolate milk. I always thought chocolate ice
yeah.
cream was so rich.
And as an avid milk drinker, I mean, my grocery trip was just milk. Like, just gallons of milk up the hill, back to my dorm. But vanilla ice cream is better than milk flavor-wise. And chocolate milk
Yeah.
is awesome.
Chocolate milk is great. Like that's me.
Now I love my chocolate.
I love chocolate ice cream. I think you guys are sleeping on it. I think
I feel like it's overrated.
Have you guys moose chocolate?
Chocolate, chocolate milk, though.
I think chocolate ice
cream
cream's
is awesome.
overrated.
I feel like you
Any
have
kind
to
of
add
ice
more
cream
to
is-
the chocolate
any
ice
flavor
cream.
of milk, the ice cream is going to be better.
Have you
Because
had-
milk is just melted ice
Have
cream.
you had moose?
I think I agree with that.
Moose chunks?
I really
Moose
do
tracks.
think I agree.
Moose tracks. Yeah, I have.
I like
Moose
that.
tracks. Moose tracks. So if you have chocolate ice cream by itself, I think is just it's not it's eh. Now if you add stuff like little Reese's cups,
That's valid.
little pieces of
No,
fudge.
because then that's just even more chocolate to me. Like it just all.
Well, okay, let's
tastes
say
kinda
I like
That
fudge.
was in a
Like
glass of milk.
fudge,
Fudge,
chocolate
yes.
fudge ice cream,
Absolutely.
like that. That to me
Absolutely.
is better than any milk or whatever you guys want to drink.
Right.
I would still rather do chocolate milk. That's me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like chocolate ice cream gets too rich at times, and it
too
doesn't
rich.
really.
Just
I don't know.
chocolate ice
Okay,
cream. is
the
not-
chocolate milk's more versatile. I'll give you that. Like you're not just gonna like, even if you have access to like chocolate ice cream, like at the end of a long day, you're not just gonna eat like a huge thing of ice cream. You want to drink something. So I get that
At the end
part.
of a
but-
long day, are you really going to want to drink milk?
Chocolate milk.
Yeah?
Chocolate milk's good.
Chocolate milk is good.
I'm still saying chocolate ice cream. I gotta stick with it.
If you make like your own chocolate milk, like Hershey syrup, and just regular milk, have you ever done that?
That was so gross.
I found out like the perfect syrup to like do it. Like
got
20, it's
nose.
20 rounds, and then it's like you stir it till there's nothing left. Like it's really good. You make your own chocolate milk?
That's crazy.
Still not.
Call it a hot take. Regular milk is just bad. I've never liked
I
it.
love milk, man.
Milk's great.
Chocolate ice,
I'm a
chocolate
milkman.
milk, chocolate milk.
I'm a milkman.
I like it.
He's a milkman.
Because I deliver every
Hey,
Sunday.
there you
right?
go.
I'm the milkman.
Actually?
No, I don't. No, I just like milk. Milk is great. I don't
Like,
know.
that's kind of weird. I didn't know you guys did that in Maryland.
Like I'm not a big fan of eggs. So like when I was growing up, whenever I'd have eggs, milk would help me like finish the eggs just because it tasted better. I don't know. Eggs just are weird.
Valid.
I don't like
Specifically scrambled.
Stetson Bennett reference.
I love that.
One's here.
I don't like them.
The ones here are made of powder.
Yet somehow I got a runny batch.
What?
Of
Oh
eggs?
no.
Eggs?
I got a runny egg. I don't know why. It was scrambled eggs. And
I
they
eat
were
the
runny.
eggs every morning.
I like the
I
omelets.
don't
The
even
omelets
like
are good.
Oh, the omelets
Omelets
are
are
crazy.
great.
Omelets.
Those omelets are
Their
wild.
hash browns are so
Gordon Ramsay's scrambled eggs, though. You know how he does them? He does them in a saucepan, and he does them 30 seconds on, a minute off. And then you go 30 seconds back on, a minute off, and stir.
I want to try that.
Oh, it's good.
Sounds
Those
good.
might be pretty good. I don't know. I tried the sausage one day in the morning, and it was 3 colors. And ever since then, I said, nope, I'm not having the sausage anymore. I'm not having the breakfast. I'm going to omelet every day.
Yeah.
So that's what kind of turned me off of that self-serve breakfast in the morning at Core. But so we're going to move on to the next statement. And this one, obviously, for those of us here at Clemson, we have Waka Flocka Flame coming in tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday? I lost track of days. Tomorrow's Friday. He's coming in, the Waka Flocka Flame, and they're going to have a concert in Death Valley at 7. So I have a question. Obviously, his most famous song, at least that I know of, is No Hands. You already know.
Straight on it.
All right.
Yes.
Do you think, this is a
I'm
statement,
not
the
going.
best song to play at a party is No Hands by Waka Flocka Flame? The best of any song to play at a party is No Hands.
No.
No,
Yes.
absolutely not.
No.
It's
I could probably name
This may be a stretch.
everybody.
I'm looking more at like college parties. Like, I'm not saying like weddings. Like, you're not gonna be playing No Hands at a wedding. Like,
I would play it at my wedding.
it would depend on the people. Like, if my
Get
parents are there,
down.
I'm not playing No Hands at a.
This guy put some effort into it.
party.
That's like,
I-
okay,
we
I
need
know
some
the
explanation
person
then.
that's
Absolutely
in that chair
not.
always draws pictures.
Oh yeah, because I drew pictures in the
He
last
always draws
episode. Yeah.
pictures.
I draw pictures in the other show. But so you said yes, Ashlyn. You said no.
Yes.
Andrew, you said no. All right, so we're divided because I said yes. I think. Well, I don't know because Mo Bamba's a good one to like turn it up. I'm not gonna lie. If you turn it up at a
Hey.
party,
Like a tie.
Mo Bamba will go.
That one's good too. There's
different
a lot of
vibes
good
for
ones.
parties.
Bro, I was gonna say Mo Bamba, man.
I feel like the best mix though, like if you were gonna, this is the most versatile one of those types of songs. The ones where like they're screaming, you're playing parties. I think, looking back at it, you could probably play it for a wedding and it wouldn't be as bad. But if you played Mo Bamba at a wedding,
I would play
it's not going well. It's not going well.
That'd
It'd be kind of funny.
Your grandparents, your parents are all sitting in the aisle. You're walking down with your bride. All of a sudden, you start playing Mo
With my
Bamba.
bride.
No, like at the reception they would play.
But I'm saying, like, if you're walking
like
into
the
the
wedding
dance floor,
service.
no, not in the service, no. But if you're like, if
that's
you're
what you
walking
just
out on the,
explained, though.
no, sorry. I mean, like, if you're walking on like the dance floor with your bride, and you just start playing Mo Bamba,
Funny, like all the parents would get into it because they.
that's your first dance.
Drinking, everyone's
Yeah.
having a good time with
They're-
their
they're-
wine.
I thought you're
an
instead of
event.
the here comes the
No,
bride,
no,
you
no,
just
no,
hear
you don't-
Robot Shaq West. No.
No. So wait, hold on. So you said yes. Why'd you say yes for No Hands?
Because it's just like it's like versatile. Like every single time that plays, like every single person at the party, you know, from my college experience thus far, gets into it and everyone's like, oh my God, it's playing. And it's literally playing when you walk to class now because of he's coming tomorrow. So I hear it every morning at 9 a.m. when we go to calc. And I'm just like, oh yeah, like I wish it was Friday. And so I don't know, like
It's
just
like the
'cause-
bat signal for parties. Like,
Yeah,
you hear that song and you know it's a party over at that section.
Exactly. Like, and there's other songs, but like, I know like Mr. Vader, like the, I don't remember what it's called. Like, some people like love those songs. I hate them. Every time that
Teen
comes on, I
Spirit?
want to go home.
Smells Like Teen Spirit. Is that the one?
No,
Or Mr. Brightside?
Mr. Bright, I hate that song so much.
Yeah, that's a hot take. I don't like that song at all.
Whenever that song plays, I leave.
Yeah,
Or
I
go in
don't
the
enjoy
bathroom.
that.
It's not like Party in the USA.
I mean,
It's like a different vibe.
it's all right. It's
It
just
is
like
a different vibe.
Everyone would have to be in the same.
it's all right.
vibe
It's
for
just
that
a
one.
little. It's just a little predictable. It's like, oh, okay, we knew it was coming.
Yeah.
All right, so
We should do best karaoke song.
you all said no.
Yeah.
I want to hear why, and I want to hear what's your replacement song. Like,
I'll
what would
go.
be yours?
My replacements Can't Hold Us by Macklemore.
Okay.
I think that's a very versatile song, not only for parties, but for literally almost every situation. You can play that song, and everyone's gonna know it. Everyone's gonna have a good time.
All right.
So I think that's why.
So why do you think No Hands isn't?
Why do I think No Hands is not?
Like, do you have a
Can't
reason?
Hold Us is.
That's fair. That's fair. That's a fair statement. All right, Andrew, you got a replacement song?
Before you even said it, I was thinking Mo Bamba.
Mo Bamba.
Just because that's what that's what I feel like I hear most of the time, and like when it gets really hype. But there's some other ones out there for sure. But
Sicko mode.
yeah, maybe.
Sicko mode.
All right, for mine, I think Drew knows. Drew knows what's coming. I'd have to say, and this is obviously his personal preference. It's gotta be Family Time.
Okay.
Gotta be.
That's fair.
Okay. Are you a big
fair.
J. Cole fan?
Not really.
You like Taylor Swift more, right? No. All right.
No comment.
So we got Family Ties. So we know what songs. We got a playlist going right now. You know, No Hands, Mo Bamba. We're gonna have that all going. We'll have it
Could have a
in the
good
war room.
party.
Absolutely.
Party at Tigervision.
All right. Are you guys excited though? Are you guys going to Walk a Flock of Flame? You guys going to the?
I'm not going to.
You're not going.
Nope.
Unless someone gets me a free ticket.
I say I'm going.
That's not
I'm
that, bro. It's only
You're going?
$10, so-
All right. All right.
I'm going.
So we're gonna move on to our last statement.
That's fair.
And this is one that I always feel because people are always like, if you only have one food left to eat, what would you eat? And I always say this food. So the statement is tacos are the most versatile food dish in the world.
It's not true.
I said yes because it could be, obviously, you could have meat, you could have, it's just like by itself it's good, but you can also just have like the lettuce. I don't know. That was the whole question about which food would you eat, but that's a whole different statement. So based on the statement, tacos are the most versatile food dish. Would you guys believe it or no?
No.
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 Would you call Greek pita?
How is that more versatile than a taco?
It's not, but if you're including
It's like a sideways step.
but are you including that in that comment? No.
No, because it's
Okay.
no.
That's fair.
I think sub sandwiches are the most versatile. You could go into Jersey Mike's and get so many different things.
That's valid.
That's fair, but isn't it like all pretty much? Well, yeah. Because I mean, like, unless you count taco salad as a taco, but you wouldn't. Like, I don't.
But I guess you could put anything in a taco. But
Like,
Salad.
what do you count as a like? Do you count as a hot dog as a sandwich? It's gonna be very
my
interesting.
I said it like a
No.
sub sandwich.
No.
I think.
Yeah, I think it's more
But I think hot dog.
But isn't a sub
a
a sandwich?
Yeah, no, I was saying for the versatile thing.
Well, yeah.
But I think hot dogs are sandwiches.
Getting ahead of
You think hot dogs
Sorry,
are?
I'm
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
very into it.
I think hot dogs are hot dogs.
But I think like there's that argument where it's like all foods are like either like soup, salad, or sandwiches. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And like based on what it is, you can like define it as a soup, a salad, or a sandwich. So I think, and then they make hot dog.
Yeah. What about just piece of meat?
I can't remember what they said for that, but there's something, and they'll explain it. You can like, there's a website for it, so you look up a food and it'll like talk about what it is.
So do you count tacos as a sandwich?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like could you have a taco cold? Like I feel like you could have.
I think,
You call tacos a sandwich?
yeah.
I've had cold.
Well, like it's in the category of sandwich. It's like a Mexican sandwich.
Well, it's the same way as like a hot dog. You have something that connects at the bottom, but then once the
I
bread
think-
breaks, it's just like we're so.
I think a hot dog's a hot dog.
Well,
and
yeah.
a taco is a taco.
Duh. But
But you take a sub and a sub's it's a sub sandwich. And
well,
it's-
like it depends
you
how
know,
technical
the
we're getting
saying,
here.
like that's the best invention or idea.
Like it's
since sliced
popcorn and
bread.
salad.
You know?
Yeah.
You get so much with that.
So you said no. So you still think a sandwich is most versatile?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Drew, what do you think is the most versatile?
What about like a potato? It's got so many forms.
What?
You got potato chips.
Ooh.
That's
You got French fries.
Would you count that as
You
a
got
dish?
potato salads. You got hash browns.
I'd say so.
You got tater tots. The list goes on. You got
Would
a
you
lot of
count
things.
that
You got
as a
potato.
dish,
You got a lot of
though?
things.
Yes.
You would.
I would count
Just one potato. That's your meal.
If you get a potato, you can make a lot of things.
I think what you can make from it.
I don't really think about that because I mean there are many variations of like a potato,
Exactly.
but
Very versatile.
I don't know.
That's fair.
That's
very-
mashed potatoes. There you go.
mashed potato. You just start listing off.
Exactly.
Like a whole list at the end.
You think you get a potato? You literally any side to any dish, a potato will do it for you.
What'd you say, Ashlyn?
Salad. Because there's like pasta salad, there's
Oh.
normal salad.
Oh.
there's,
Is it-
like,
but is
taco
that- is-
salad.
is that a
Then
category,
can
though?
soup be?
But if it like has salad in the
Maybe
name, it's
soup's
like
the most
it's
versatile.
it's a salad. There's like fruit salad, Caesar salad, which is like the best salad.
That's fair because you can also add. Like you can
And
customize
anything can
what's
be
in
a
it.
salad.
That's so
like, just
true.
cut it up.
You can add the food from other categories into
I've
the
seen
like
sandwich
that. That's good.
salads.
That's
Like just
good.
put some
That's fair.
croutons, like the toppings in it. Like,
Chicken.
some
Yeah.
chicken. Like
Yeah.
So if you had like one food to eat for the rest of your life, you would eat a salad?
yeah.
I always said taco because I thought that was something you could, mix in between.
Well, I would have said that until I came to college, and that is all that I eat from the dining hall, and I'm sick of them. And it was my favorite food.
Oh,
teriyaki chicken.
teriyaki chicken. They had a quesadilla the other day. It was really good.
To my last day on earth, I would eat it every day.
That's
I think a ribeye steak.
ribeye steak.
Like Jordan Peterson. Dude only
Right.
eats beef with salt and drinks water.
That's
Like,
insane.
No seasoning.
Oh, you
Stay
can't call
humble.
that.
It's beef and water. That's all he eats.
This is.
All right.
No.
No, I think we could go off and on because I feel like we're going to continue this after the
Yeah.
show.
Let's
But
do it.
that was interesting. We tried a new segment. I kind of like the segment. I thought it was pretty fun.
This was fun.
Oh yeah.
But I do want to thank you all for coming out. We had some late notices, so it was great to have Drew and Andrew on, and Sam, their debut on this show. Hopefully we can see you guys again.
Absolutely.
Ashlyn, obviously you've come back.
See you next
We're happy
week.
you're back.
Yes.
And I think the only thing left to do is just say thank you all. We'll see you next episode.
Thank you guys.
Bye, guys. Smash the like button.
Yeah.
Subscribe,
Absolutely.
comment.
Got it.
We need an outro. Okay, bye.